Welcome to Wellbeing Makes Sense. I am Claude.
And my name is Serge. Today is going to be our last show for the year, and we wanted to make it a special one. You know, some of you have had a rough week, of a rough year, I should say. Others have had a good year. But whatever the outcome, whatever the outcome for you, you have a chance to start new next year. This is why today we want to talk about a new start. New start for you, a new start for your health in this new year 2018. So today we're gonna be talking about a new start. Basically, before we get into that, we gotta say that as healthcare professional, we take care of a lot of sick people. But the best thing is not really in treating. The best thing that you can do for yourself is in preventing. That's why I want to start by talking about prevention. What is prevention?
Prevention is actually taking steps to stop a bad outcome. For example, right? Nowadays, when I see people who have, high blood pressure, diabetes, etc., history of heart attacks due to the bad choices in terms of they've made throughout their life, and I tell them, hey, this could have been prevented, and it is not too late. You don't have to be putting on having your pill bottles and popping them. You don't know what they are, but you just keep taking them, and your health is getting worse. So prevention is how to stop, in terms of health, how to stop from being a pill popper all the time.
Yes, unfortunately, our society, we have a mentality that, okay, we can do whatever we want because there's a pill for it. You know, we treat our body any way we want to. We eat whatever we want, sleep and stuff like that. And we believe that there's a medical pill that can help solve the issue. But it's not the case. We see all this advertising, many of these pills, they don't work. They just make you become dependent on them. So the best thing that you can do for yourself is making steps to prevent these diseases from developing in the first place. That's why today we're going to talk about a new start, the 8 laws of health. So we have 8 laws of health. If you observe them, if you follow them, they will reduce your risk of developing so many of the diseases that we are treating today.
So the acronym is New Start. It stands for nutrition, E for exercise, W for water, S for sunshine, T for temperance, A for air, R for rest, and T, trust in God.
So let's break these down quickly. So nutrition.
I mean, it feels like we're always repeating ourselves, and it's very important that we keep that in our foremind, because nutrition, what we put in our body, how we put it, when we put it affects everything. All right. So, nutrition. Go ahead. What you have?
So, if when we are considering nutrition, we consider the things that we eat, especially fruits and vegetables. Fruits and vegetables basically have all the nutrients that we need. So we tend to eat for pleasure, but we eat basically because we need the nutrients. Our body needs these nutrients. They need vitamins, minerals, and the carbohydrates, the fatty acids. We need all that. And when you have a diet that is rich in fruits and vegetables, you get all these elements. So eat your fruits and eat your greens.
For example, you said grains, your legumes, your green vegetables. What else? Nuts. Add some nuts to your nutrients. Those are natural fats, good fats, healthy fats for you. You want to also, they talk about when's the right time to eat. You know, 3 times. Some people eat 3 times a day. You know, never miss breakfast. If you tend to miss breakfast, guess what? You're gonna have weight gain. So breakfast is very, very important. Eating a lunch, your heaviest meal should be in the morning. Then you go to lunch, and your lightest should be in the evening, around 6 p.m. They're recommending that not to eat right before sleep, because your gut, your stomach, as well as your body, like the physical body, your intestine, your GI system needs to rest as well.
And to add to the breakfast thing, I know it's such an issue. So many people like to skip breakfast because they are rushing to work. Remember, food is energy. You are starting your day. You need energy to keep going. So this is why breakfast is so important. This is your fuel. It's like putting gas in your car, right? So you need that fuel.
Um, for those who have kids, you know, don't feed them sugar-filled breakfast cereal, because there's a risk of, again, the sugar spikes and then it crashes, and the kids get so tired they can't focus in school, and they don't do well in school. They become irritated. They can be a nuisance to the teacher and prevent kids from learning, because the nutrient they lack the nutrients for their brain to function. You know, you have a high risk of ADHD.
Yes. So the next one is exercise, right? So exercise is one of these that we keep repeating. You know, your 30 minutes a day. You know, go and do some walking. Now, walking is the best exercise that you can do. All right, you start with walking, and then as you're progressing, you pick up the pace. Add a little jogging to it. You know, move your arms.
Have some resistance to it too.
Exactly.
So because, again, the physiology behind this is as you move around, things are moving. Guess what? Blood flows to your joints. Blood flows to your muscles. And where there is good blood flow, there is going to be good exchange of oxygen, and the toxin that was built up in your joints, in your intestine, or wherever, it can be released, discarded by the liver, discarded by your kidneys. So you want to decreases accumulation of toxin buildup.
And of course, to all the shows that we did, all the diseases that we covered, we see how important exercise is. Help reducing your risk of developing cancer, decrease your weight, decrease your risk of developing hypertension, and you are destroying basically you are preventing basically a lot of diseases from developing in your body by doing these two simple things, you know, nutrition and exercise. So these are important. So let's start new next year. Anything else you want to add on exercise?
No.
Okay. Next one, water. Water. Every time I have to talk about water, it's always sound funny because I have so many friends who don't drink water. I mean, when I say don't drink water at all during the day. All right. So water is very important. And the most interesting is that we have water. We have a lot of water in America. Other countries, people are crying for water. You know, we have water abundantly in America, and we are not drinking it. So you need to drink water. This should be your priority. One of the things that some of my friends do is that they will have a big gallon of water and they will mark it, you know, with each hour. This is the amount that they should be drinking, and they bring their water at work, put it on their desk, and each hour they know exactly where they are supposed to be.
Like everywhere I go, I make sure that I have my kid's water bottle. That's how important I know it is. And I'm always, by not hour by the hour, but I'm always saying, "Hey, kids, drink your water." If I didn't see them drink their water, I know I'm making sure, "Hey, drink your water." So it's very, very important. From the young age to the oldest, kids can get sick. You can hurt your kidneys when you don't drink water, and we want to prevent you. We want to prevent you and us from getting to that point. Another way of why water is important is clearing the skin, opening your pores. They say that after a long day of work or whatnot, very important to take a shower before you go to sleep. You want to open the pores. You want to release. You want to wash off the toxin buildup that your skin has secreted. You want to sleep in a bed. You don't want to keep sleeping in a bed that your dirty skin slept on, because again, your skin will reabsorb all the toxin that you just shedded throughout the night or during the daytime. So you got to be important that not only water is important for the inside, water is also important for the outside.
The next one is sunshine. This is a tough one, especially when you get to winter. You know, it's cold outside, and you know, right now there's snow outside, so it's very challenging, and yet sunshine is very important. The sun help. The first thing that we can say that the sun does is help with our mood. You know, when there's the sunshine, naturally we feel like in a better mood than when it's rainy or snowy outside. So mentally, the sun play a very important role because you feel alive. You feel like you can attack your day when the sun is out.
If you don't believe us, check it out. In places in North Pole, Antarctica, Alaska, when there's like months and weeks of no sun, there's a high percentage of depression, and people start doing like UV lights, other lights in the house to to prevent depression. So if you're feeling depressed, you're feeling bad, take a walk outside, you know, to relieve all that stress buildup. Sun also improves vitamin D. So get rid of milk, get rid of dairy, and guess what? Get some sun, increases your vitamin D in your bones, stronger bones.
So we recommend that you spend about 15 to 20 minutes in the sun, you know, just to get you started. You can go all the way up to 30 minutes. Make sure you don't get a sunburn though. You know, a lot of people when they go to the beach, they get sunburn and so-called tanning, and they think that it's good for themselves. No, that's not good for yourself. All right, you want to go out, spend a few minutes. The best time is before 10 in the morning or after 4:30 in the afternoon for when the sun is out all day, basically, especially in the summer month. So these are the best time when the sun is not too much, the heat is not too strong to burn your skin. So go out, take a walk. T is for temperance. Well, this is one of the one word we don't hear very often.
And one word a lot of us don't like either.
Exactly.
When we know what's it about.
That's why we don't use it very often. We tend to substitute temperance with moderation. We like to talk about moderation. But moderation and temperance are two different things. And we are not here talking about moderation. Moderation is like, okay, I can do anything I want as long as it's in a small quantity, you know. I can drink my alcohol, I can do my drugs. I just have to make sure that I keep it I don't take too much. I don't get drunk, so I can drink my alcohol as long as I don't get drunk. Well, we talk about temperance. Okay, temperance is not using anything that is bad for you. All right. If you know that something is bad, something can harm you, don't use it. All right. Even in small quantities, they are destroying you. They're not destroying a lot, but they are destroying a small amount. But these things add up. Right? So this is why if something is bad, you just stay away from it. Things that you need to stay away from: alcohol, drugs, smoking. They are not contributing anything good to your body. There's nothing good you're gonna get from them. Okay? So stay away from them. We think that we are feeling good, but that's while they are making you feel good temporarily, they destroy you. And if we are talking about smoking, for example, a lot of people, when they are stressed, they smoke. They smoke more, but they don't realize that cigarettes increase the stress in your body. So these we'll have to have a whole different show to talk about these things. So I'm gonna add something on temperance. Like our thing?
Yes.
I did?
Yes.
Alright. Alright, cool. So A for air. Take it.
Air. Oh my gosh. There's this saying that you can live days without food, months without food, days without water, and but just a few minutes without air. Your brain is so sensitive when your heart is not beating fine and your lungs is not working, your brain feels it and it's very sensitive. So air is important. And how do we get good air? By going outside where there's plenty of oxygen. The atmosphere is 21% oxygen. And you take nice deep breaths for a whole minute or two. You know, just releases toxins, releases what you call the carbon dioxide, and fill your lungs, your brain, your heart with nice clear oxygen, and you feel so much better.
We got to also add to that the quality of air. All right. Some of us are living in areas with very bad polluted air. So you need to do your best to be in an environment where you can breathe fresh air. By the way, when talking about quality air, I always remember a story of one of my patients who would like to smoke. You know, she smokes a lot, and she would be waking up every morning, 5 o'clock. She had to be up because 6 o'clock she has to be outside smoking. Doesn't matter if it's rain or shine, snow. 6 o'clock, she has to be outside. She couldn't get up by herself. She had no legs. She has lost both of her legs to diabetes. Someone had to get her up 5 o'clock, whether she's sick or healthy. She can breathe. She'll put her oxygen on, go outside and smoke. And that's how bad it was. And one day I was going through her charts, and you know, they put notes of what people like to do in the charts, and I was reading the note what she likes to do. She likes to watch TV, she likes to listen to music, and she likes to breathe fresh air. I was like, come on, seriously? Fresh air? She doesn't go outside for the fresh air, we know that. So the quality of your air matter. You smoke, you're breathing bad quality of air, this is gonna affect your lungs.
You know, during the summer we have the privilege of opening our windows. for nice air exchange. During the winter, it's kind of hard. If you can afford it, we always recommend having some kind of window open a little bit, again, for the fresh air to circulate. If that cannot happen, also you gotta have plants in your house, because plants take in your carbon dioxide and releases oxygen, and that's the way God made it. So have nice green plants. Do some search, find out which plants are safe and have high quality of exchange that can help you during the winter months.
And one thing that I like to do is that when everybody's out of the house, the kids are out, everybody, just open the windows, turn off the heat, open the windows for a few hours while everybody's out, and let the air circulate.
Rest.
Rest. We need to sleep. Alright? I know it's tough, work, business, and all the things in life, but sleep is important. You need to take the time to rest. Your kids need to rest. You need to have you need to do your best to have a time to go to sleep. The best time are usually a few hours before midnight. Around 10 o'clock, you're in bed in sleep, and you can wake up early to go do your activities. So these are the main guidelines or recommendations.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you need about 7 to 8 hours of sleep per day for adults. For children, teenagers, it's gonna be more. Right? We don't have the exact numbers. We'll have a special show on sleep, because this is something very important. There's so much stuff to cover when talking about sleep. But the meaning things that you need to remember right now: 7 to 8 hours for adults, and also can have some periods of rest throughout the day. Take some nap, have some relaxing time also during the day.
Yeah, like while I was at school, and I would study, for like straight 12 hours, I would always take half an hour, like at least 2 half-hour naps, just laying on my desk. I have my ear muffs. I had my ear muffs things on. I had like a cover for my eyes, and took a half an hour nap. So obviously I know people work nights, they have kids, you can't get the full hours, but you got to think about decreasing something in your life that would allow you to catch some kind of nap to just, again, rejuvenate the brain. Studies have shown that lack of sleep increases weight gain, increases chance of irritability, depression, etc.
And the last but not least, trust in God. Now, we are at the end of the year, and we're about to start a new year. We don't know what this new year will bring. Okay, we make plans, but we don't know. We don't know how the country is going to go. We don't know how the world's going to go. We don't know anything about our future. So this is why we need to trust in a higher power. We need to trust in God, knowing that we don't have to worry about tomorrow. He will take care of us. He will take care. The Bible is full of promises. Let me just read one for you. Proverbs 3, verse 5 and 8. Trust in the Lord with all thine heart, and lean not unto thy own understanding. It shall be health to thy navel, and marrow to thy bones. So the promises of God, they rejuvenate you. They help you mentally, physically, give you a positive attitude, and help you move forward in your life.
That was pretty good. When you said it shall be health to thy navel and marrow to thy blood, even the Bible knows that the gut and the blood is so important to your health. So take good care of it. All right. So thank you again for tuning into another session of Well-Being Makes Sense. We covered the 8 laws of health. and we did, it's a New Start acronym, and it stands for
Nutrition. E is for
exercise,
W is for
water,
S for
sunshine,
T for temperance. A for
air,
and rest. R for
rest,
and T for
trust in God. So please like, subscribe, and share with your friends. I hope this was blessed. This was a blessing to you, and I pray that you have a happy new year. And every time we finish a session, we end up with a prayer, and we always pray for those who are watching. And we do care for you. We love you. And our prayer for you is found in 3 John 2 says here, Beloved, I wish above all things that you may prosper, be in health, even as your soul prospereth. And this is our prayer for our viewers. Okay? God bless.
Have a happy new year.